Imagine an algorithm, right, designed specifically to just perfectly balance a portfolio.
Right, like a perfectly tuned machine.
Exactly. But then it loses like over 100 points in a single Wednesday.
104.5 to be exact.
Yeah, 104.5 points. And meanwhile, these seemingly, much riskier momentum algorithms actually managed to stay in the green.
Which is wild.
It is. And during the last week of July 2026, that wasn't just a hypothetical scenario. So welcome to a deep dive into an absolute algorithmic battleground.
Yeah, we are tracking the weekly trajectory of two very distinct logic models today.
Right. Team Mountain Climbers, who use equilibrium detection, and Team Wave Riders, who are running on surging force tracking.
But hey, right off the bat, let's just ground this conversation for you guys listening.
Oh yeah, the disclaimer.
Important disclaimer.
Yeah.
We are looking at this data strictly as a shared research log. We're just analyzing algorithmic behavior.
So definitely not financial advice.
Absolutely not. You should never, use past performance as some sort of crystal ball for future guarantees.
Exactly. Keep your portfolios as they are. We are strictly looking under the hood of these models as an intellectual exercise. And well, the environment from July 27th to the 31st was just brutal.
It was a bloodbath.
Right. Both teams severely underperformed the TOPIX index all week. Like by Friday, mountain climbers hit a negative 3.5 contrast.
Which means they were drastically lagging the broader market.
Drastically. Now, the Wave Riders, they did manage a slight positive contrast, right? Plus 0.5 against the Nikkei 225.
Yeah, they did.
But the context here is just massive, massive market turbulence.
Yeah, because while the contrast metrics show us a divergence, the absolute numbers reveal just sheer attrition.
Right.
Team Mountain Climbers' equilibrium logic assumes that, what goes up must come down.
Or vice versa. Like
Yeah.
returning to a historical average. It's like a thermostat, right? It's programmed to bring the room back to a comfortable 70 degrees.
That's a great analogy, yeah. But this week, the house was essentially on fire.
Yeah, and the algorithm just kept running the AC.
Exactly. Just buying the dip, assuming a bounce back to normal, until the motor just completely blew out.
Which is how you get that Wednesday, July 29th bleed, losing 104.5 points. So I have to ask, does a catastrophic drop like that indicate we're looking at a historic turning point in the market?
Instead of normal peacetime trading.
Right.
The data strongly suggests a historic anomaly. Because in a panic, historical averages just vanish.
The thermostat breaks.
Exactly. The market swings so violently that equilibrium literally ceases to exist. The mountain climbers just kept searching for a floor that wasn't there.
And their capital was just chewed up by the environment.
Completely chewed up.
So if the equilibrium models were getting crushed fighting the current, it makes sense that the Wave Riders, the ones designed to actually ride momentum, capitalized on that panic.
Right, because surging force tracking doesn't fight the fire.
It moves with the flames.
Exactly. That's how they managed to surf the volatility early in the week.
Yeah, let's look at the survivors. By Thursday, Wave Riders still had 11 active units holding positive points.
They were adapting.
They were. But then came the Friday cliff. They plummeted to just 6 survivors.
Yeah, that was rough.
And meanwhile, mountain climbers were left clinging to a mere 5. So why did the Wave Riders suddenly just break down at the finish line?
It's honestly a perfect illustration of algorithmic fatigue.
Algorithmic fatigue.
Yeah, momentum logic works when the panic moves in one clear direction, right? But by Friday, the sheer length and relentless whiplash of the environment just wore them down.
So the volatility just became too erratic to surf.
Exactly.
Wow, and looking at the season standings, the carnage is clear. Mountain climbers are sitting at a massive negative 201.1 points.
Ouch.
Yeah, and Wave Riders are at negative 139.9. Now, Team AI Labs philosophy frames this not as a defeat, but as a critical watershed moment.
Right, a stepping stone for next week's evolution.
But, I gotta push back on that a bit. Framing a massive point bleed as a watershed moment, it kind of sounds like a convenient excuse for a broken model, doesn't it?
Wow.
Doesn't this extreme attrition just prove that rigid mathematical logic inevitably shatters the second human markets panic?
I see why you'd say that, but I disagree with the premise that a shattered model is useless.
Okay, how so?
If the only goal was immediate profit, then yeah, sure, it's a failure. But from Team AI Labs' research philosophy standpoint, a model that breaks perfectly under stress provides the exact raw data you need to evolve the logic.
Because you can't program an algorithm to handle a historic panic until you've actually measured how a panic destroys it.
Exactly. You need to quantitatively measure the destruction.
Okay, that's fascinating. Which leaves you, the listener, with a really interesting concept to chew on.
For sure.
In an environment this hostile and unpredictable, is an algorithm's true value actually in finding profits? Or is it in precisely measuring the scale and mechanics of the anomaly itself?
It really forces you to rethink what success looks like in extreme volatility.
It really does. And as a final reminder, all investment decisions are solely your responsibility.
Yet this exploration is just a testament to your own intellectual curiosity.
Right. And to keep feeding that curiosity, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You'll also definitely want to visit the Substack link in the video description.
Highly recommend checking that out.
Yeah, sign up for the paid subscription to access these incredibly detailed analytical logs for yourself. Catch you next time.